They are notice of limited representation. In the legal profession, this representation is commonly known as pre-litigation. We will represent you in seeking a settlement, but will not take your case to trial if it cannot be settled. Please initial each paragraph to indicate that you've read and understand the information. Pause, read, sign. HIPAA, authorization for release of protected health information that we will use to gather all your medical records from your medical providers, usually your doctor, hospital, emergency room, and physical therapist. Once a release is received, it will take 30 to 90 days to send the records to us. Pause, read, and sign the release. Wage loss. Request for personnel records. We need your permission to obtain your work records, which will prove the time you've missed from work. Pause, read, and sign the release. Contract for legal services. A written contract is required by law for any fee agreement in which payment is dependent upon recovery. This means we only receive attorney's fees if we make a recovery for you. This contract is a written representation of what we have previously discussed and explained. Let's review the contract paragraph by paragraph. We receive a fee of 1/3 of the settlement money if we settle out of court. Since 98% of all cases do, odds are that's what will be paid. If the case goes to trial, the timeline increases by 6 months to a year. The expenses are greatly increased and the fees are increased to 45%. If the case is tried twice or goes up on appeal, we are talking about years of work and the fees are 50%, which we hope does not happen. We include this because if we cannot settle and we refer it to a trial attorney, they agree to this fee agreement. The next section is the contingency agreement, and it states attorneys are to receive no fee if nothing is recovered. This is probably the most important part of this agreement to you. We take the risk. Now, if you want to take the risk, you can pay us a certain amount of dollars up front, and then you'll receive whatever is left at the end of the case. Or you can pay us per hour with a retainer fee up front, and continue to pay us as we move forward with your case. If you want us to take the risk, please initial next to the contingency fee paragraph, and then the remaining paragraphs will be marked through. Again, pause, read, and sign. The next section is about what we do. The Law Center focuses on cases that involve car accident injuries from the date of injury through settlement. We help injured people, and it's what we do best. If for whatever reason your case goes to trial, we will refer it to trial attorneys that are experienced and capable, and they will be paid under this fee agreement. It will not cost you more. This paragraph ends with your permission for us to file the lawsuit to protect the statute of limitations or for any other reasons. Please initial this to acknowledge that you have received this information. The next paragraph discusses expenses. Expenses average $200 to $500 for settlement out of court. Expenses can run into thousands of dollars for trial. Expenses are deducted before attorney's fees are calculated. Trial. If your case goes to court and we refer it to a trial attorney, it may take up to 2 years or longer, depending upon the court's calendar. Client duties. You must cooperate with us and follow through with your medical treatment and appointments. We can only help those who help themselves. If you choose to not follow through, then the only thing we can do bluntly is to write you a letter stating that we withdraw our representation.